If you ain't talking money, then I don't want to talk.
Still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam.
All right, let's get into this nonsense. This woman has gone too damn far. She has gone too goddamn far for me. You're on the internet complaining basically to the whole entire world, people who will listen to you. Obviously, people who has basically exposed you because you exposed yourself. And I'm talking about this Stony chick. Siobhan Stone, I want you to come to the front of the congregation. First of all, you were fucking fed. Secondly, you lied about you are lying about your age. I don't believe that you're 44 years of age. Need it as it may, if you're 44, 54, or whatever how old you are, you basically painted a picture that some black women, now turning into most, cannot be trusted. I asked this question to Umar a long time ago, and I said something to the effect of, I said to him, I said, why even bother, right? Why even bother messing with, helping these people or even giving an effort? Because these people are so ungrateful. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking to some. These people are so freaking ungrateful. You're ungrateful. You pout. You accuse. You try to hold so many people accountable, but you can't even hold your damn selves accountable for the shit that you put out and the shit that you put in. Meaning, for example, this person, because he ain't nothing but a damn human being, and he's going off all over the place because he's developing, and I'm talking about Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America. He ain't no president to me. He's going off his rocker. I heard something that somebody gave me this morning that he just randomly said some shit. Just random, at random. Going off about the world, how this world is rigged and this is rigged and that and this and the third. And then he had the nerve to talk about bitches. He had the nerve to talk about white bitches. But that's beside the point. Y'all don't know how to hold your damn selves accountable. There was a time when we had community meetings. We don't have those anymore because we got the fucking internet. And because the internet is a safety net for those who are not in the grasp of getting touched, that's the safety net. If you talked about somebody's mother in an awful way that it quite frankly is none of your damn concern, that's his family. That's his family, bitch, not yours. That's his family, not yours. I don't recall anybody coming over to your house, coming over to where your family at in Kansas City, Missouri, coming to your house, putting their feet up on the fucking coffee table, taking your shit, and talking bad about your family. I don't see none of that. So why are you gonna do that to this man's family? It shouldn't even gotten to the internet. But some of us are. This is the reason why we're so divided. If you want to know the reason why we're so divided, here it is. Here is a man who has tried his damnness, and I don't want to say this before I go any further. The reason why I asked that question of Umar is the fact that I see so many ungrateful people. Childish, just loudmouth. And then you got those that claim that they want to do good for the community, but why do we have to see a white bitch on your arm? Or the simple fact that we catch you race hustling? All the brother polites of the world and all this other, and then I hear Tesoriak's name. I'll get to that. I'll get to that brother at a later date. I will get to him on a later date because now he's just internet stroking. He used to be on the corner doing that goofy shit. Now he internet stroking. That's all right. That's okay. Siobhan Stoney has gone too far, in my opinion. She's gone way too far, in my opinion. And that's okay. Because when Umar put the clamps on him in court, it could take a week, it could take a month, it could take a year. I can't wait for that day. I cannot wait for that day. If you sent the whoever the I don't know who you can send over to a person. I really don't know who, the feds or whoever, over to his mom's house, and there's nothing there. There's literally nothing there. Umar's had all types of people called him, the police, the feds. He's gone to court, and nothing has happened. You can't get him on anything other than less than a slight of ignorance. You haven't gotten him on anything. Oh, he doesn't like black women. That's bullshit. That is just plain bullshit. He doesn't like you, bitch. He does not like you, and quite frankly, again, I'm not in a man or a woman's bedroom. Whatever you do is your motherfucking business. But I even heard that the head wasn't even that good to begin with. That's just my opinion. But neither as it may, none of my freaking business. You have gone too far with his mother. That's what I could care less about anything else. He gonna let it do what it do. You snitched on him. It didn't gain too much attraction because obviously he still has his supporters. Obviously he still has money coming in, even though it's not a whole lot. But quite frankly, it'll do until he gets whatever he has to untangle. All right. If they won't give him his, if you want to give him his account back, you'll just give him his money back, and that'll be that. That'll be fucking that. But you still constantly have his mother in your mouth. You didn't want to take care of her, and you didn't want to be with him. But you sound fucking petty. You sound ignorant and petty as hell. And quite frankly, wicked. You're of the devil. You are of the devil. You should, in most cases, in certain cases, you shouldn't even deserve to live off of the bullshit that you spewed out on the internet. You shouldn't even deserve to live. You shouldn't even deserve to be on this earth. And it's not me threatening you. I could give less than two fucks about you. It's what you do to a person's mother. If you didn't want to be there, you didn't have to fucking volunteer. You did not have to volunteer. You stupid bitch. You did not have to volunteer. You did not have to volunteer to suck on his shango stick. You did not have to volunteer to drive 2 hours to come pick him up. That is on you. That is on you. And the only reason why you're so angry is because he kicked you out with a plane ticket in your hand without even taking a goddamn shower. That's the only thing that you're mad at. That is the only fucking thing that you're mad at. And I don't care what nobody says, an eye for an eye. This everybody knows that Lennon did bad by this man. But everybody don't care. In some cases people don't care because it's entertainment. I get it. It's entertainment. Okay, I got some entertainment for your ass. Booyah, I'm gonna put your wife out on Front Street. There you go. So let's play the internet game. Let's play the internet game. I'm gonna put your wife out there on Front Street. I don't know about the moms or anything. He said he wanted to have a conversation. Why do you want to have a conversation with the ops? I'm asking Umar that. Why would you want to have a conversation with the ops? My bro. Don't have it. Listen. Go through the proper channels and get this thing done. I told you this years ago. All Umar's the person who I wonder is like, why didn't he sue? Why didn't he sue Lennon Honor? And the cease and desist letter, that shit don't work. a cease and desist letter don't work. It just don't work. It might work with white people, some of them, few of them, maybe, but it just don't work. It just don't fucking work. So I have to go to the proper channels and get this person or persons out of my hair for good, or for as long as possible. Because the cease and desist letter, it don't even last that long. It don't last that long. So I'm gonna have to go through your pockets. Shouts out to DJ Quick. I'm gonna have to pat your pockets. So yeah, she going on and on and on. He did this to me. He did that to me. And it's because Jaguar, right? Shouts out, and you gonna have the nerve to talk shit about Jaguar? Really? Okay. All right. Don't get mad when she responds to you. If she responds to you, do not get mad if she responds to you. Here comes this goofy bitch. Oh.
On his mother. Umar is one of 7 children. I had permission. I was encouraged to speak about his mother.
That's family business. Encouraged by who? By who? His younger brother? Because he has four of them. Ain't none of the brothers stepped up. So it must have been the other side of his family, because I don't know how it goes. His father has 5 kids, and then when he remarried, he had, I think, 3 more, something like that. But regardless how it went, that's family business, not your business.
Now, he told y'all 7.5 years, that's a damn near a decade. These children have not been able to have good access to their mother. She hasn't been able to love on her children. Almost a decade. Her mother passed away, not being able to see her own child.
Is that the story you're going by? Because it sounds bullshit. Sounds just like bullshit. Again, how many times you gonna put? You know what? A friend of mine was right. A friend of mine who first put me on, he was correct. Never put your personal business out there on the street. Never put your personal account. Never put your real name, even though I don't care to. My name's Andrew. I could care less. I'm an open book. You look me up all day. I ain't no convictions, no priors. Guess what? Umar has no convictions, no priors, no nothing. He's never been to jail. He's been to court, but he's never been to jail. He's never been convicted of anything. So what do you have on?
Yep. His grandmother was over there knocking on the door trying to see her child. Passed away and it never happened. So, y'all should hear the story.
Don't you think that there might be a reason for this? Again, family business.
Of the funeral situation.
I'm about to put you on time out.
Let's keep going. They sent people to check on their mother. They went over to check on their mother. This asshole doesn't answer the door.
I'm going to have to put you on the timeout, because each and every time you come up in here, you're coming from Lennon's channel. Anybody who comes, if you're the original person coming from Lennon's channel, I can understand it. I can play with you all day. But when you coming in and out, 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 yo, you with the ops. Go on there with the ops.
But he tells y'all it's only been 2 times. It's been more than 2 times. And he's never opened the door. This woman is not in a good situation. This ain't like, oh, I told where his mama used to work and how much money. No, this isn't that. This is not that. She's in a bad situation. And here's the other thing. Because of his hoarding, the door to her ramp, she's in a wheelchair, the door to her ramp is blocked with shit. And that shit ain't just being moved out of the way every time they gotta leave the house. The one entry is so narrow, she can't fit out of that in a wheelchair. That's why she has a ramp.
Bet you act like you act like there's like a ramp of suitcases and trash bags all up in the thing so she can go out and get some sun rays. What if I told you there were flower plants? There were flower plants on the ramp. Technically, you're not supposed to have anything on the ramp, but let's just say you have flower plants on the ramp. You don't know how big that fucking ramp is. Nobody knows how big that. I want you to describe how big that ramp is, and I want you to describe because all you said thus far was there's trash everywhere. There's trash everywhere here, but it is some areas in the house that I clean up. Most likely it's the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. It's all cleaned up. I could care less about my room. I get on the kids about their room and in their bathroom. I get on them every day about cleaning up their bathroom. Certain things you shouldn't be putting on the internet because now we looking for your shit. We are definitely looking for your shit. If you're gonna hold this man accountable, you gotta hold that man accountable. And if you're gonna hold that man accountable, you gotta hold that woman accountable. It's all fair in the game, right?
That's why she has a ramp. And so he's got a bad back. How the hell is he getting her in and out of the house? She's not leaving the house. He puts workers in there and then threatens them or fires them if they answer the door. He told me not to answer the door for anyone. My assumption was that the family comes over with, scheduled visits. That ain't got nothing to do with me, right? If that's happening, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how they got that's that. But this is not what's been happening. This is not what's been happening. So there on whether or not she wants to stay there with the child that she refers to as the devil. That's right, Umar. You painting a picture like you and your mother have been. That woman refers to you as the devil. Ooh, you are your father's son. You are your father's son. Let me keep going. This is why I believe them. Because you
Anybody can prefer any woman with, well, I don't want to disrespect the mom, but anybody, and what up, young? Anybody, what family has a mother with a condition? I'll say that, who often has these episodes. That's where we're going. Have these episodes where they say that their son or their son or their daughter is the devil, but then later comes back and say, and I apologize for everything that I said and done throughout the years, and it happens. It happens, and let's not get into the whole father scene because even though they don't get along, and it talk about generational curses, even though they don't get along, they obviously at some point or any at all they do have conversations. It could be once a year, you don't know. It could be twice a year, you don't know. Yes, there are family generational curses, but keep in mind, this is none of your business. This is none of your fucking business. And I hope he drains every penny, every cent, every dollar, everything of your life because you are one wicked person. You are one evil person. It ain't cool. It is not cool.
took a man's wife and put it up on Instagram. No respect. Look at how you treat your daughter. No respect. No respect for my son, my daughter. That stuff that you put up on your Instagram. No respect.
What
You
did
have
he say? What did he say that was foul? What did he say to your child that was foul? So you would be happy to be the only one. I don't hear anybody else bitching and moaning about that how you disrespected my child. I don't hear nobody else doing it. I would be surprised in the next couple of days if this goes out. How many mothers say that Umar disrespected my child? Disrespected me and my child. I would be surprised, which would be zero. I would be fucking surprised.
Have no respect for black women. You have no respect for black families.
No, he has no respect for you. And by the way, he's very secretive. I wonder, see, because this is only one part of the story. People, you got to realize this is only one part of the story. Because, and I wish he would have never came out with this, but that's his choice. He said his mother has multiple sclerosis. My family I don't even know what multiple sclerosis is. I'm a victim of that. My father had a brain aneurysm. He died very young at age 37. I was 14 years old. But I can tell you that the function of a brain tumor, it slows your body down. And it cripples you year after year after year after year after year. I was his caretaker. But and then I can tell you, me and my father never got along that much. I was 13. And I'll just say this. I wish what happened that then would have happened. But life is life. Life, we move on from it. We move on, we try to get better. The same way, I don't even put the shit out on the internet. I don't put everything out on the internet. It's his choice. But you had no right. No rights at all. And anybody, I don't care who they are, is down with this, you deserve what you get. 1,000%, straight up and down. You deserve whatever bad happens to you, straight up and down. If you believe that this is right for what she did to his mom, put his shit on it, her stuff on it, fuck Umar. I'm talking about his mom. It has nothing to do with him. It has something to do, everything to do with his mother. Everything to do with his mother. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. I would never do that. Never, ever in life. But it's something wrong when you do that. Is this a part of what the black community is all about? I don't even want to be a part of it at all.
You talk that shit, you don't walk it. Let me tell you how terrible this is, y'all. So you can't see your mother, but then the fuck up that has her decides to get in a rental car and beg people that he's already stole millions from. I know the number they got circulate now. I'm quite sure it's higher than that.
Where?
Millions from, and you ask them to help you out, begging for money, not only in your name.
Oh, heifer, please. The person that interviewed you, Lennon Otter, has stole millions too. An eye for an eye. I'm gonna do an eye for an eye part 2. It's an eye for an eye. He's a beggar. If he's just as much as a beggar as Umar Johnson. If that's the case, the only thing is he's an actual figure. Umar's an actual figure in the community. Lennon's not. What, just because he went up to 80K? Oh, congratulations. After 15 years, you went up to 80K. You found something that you're good at. Lying. And manipulating people to playing the same videos over and over and over and over. Congratulations. Congratulations. Took you 15 years, but congratulations. Awesome.
But in her name also. The house that you stay in, that's not your house. That's her house.
No kidding.
You have control over her money.
Technically, yes and no. If you're if you're an estate, if you are in charge, you get what's called a percentage. Trust and believe. I was with my father, and if my father couldn't take care of himself completely, I was in charge of his estate. And I get a percentage. And most of that money went into the caretakers. Most of that money went into caretakers, the other went into the bills. So I don't know what the hell you're talking, and food and everything else. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Where the fuck you fumbled it? Because you're terrible with money. And as soon as anybody gets in that fucking house, they're going to see that. You are not the person to be donating any funds to. I warned everybody. I did a video. I told y'all to stay away from this. Don't.
You're not saying, Heifer, you are not saying anything new. You're not saying nothing new. Again, he has no priors. He's been convicted of not personal crimes, but he's been convicted of something of what do they call it? Counseling people's children, or however that goes. I'm not a school psychologist, so I wouldn't even know how that goes. But apparently he went to court for something that they end up interviewing the Breakfast Club, and they said, "What the fuck is this?" And they just let him go. Because Lennon has that much of an influence on his chat, his cookie coon crush chat, that someone would be so ignorant to call the freaking police on him, or call administration, or call anybody on him. And he's been convicted of nothing. He's been in jail for how many times? 0. He has no record. He has no priors. You are a joke, man. It's like I said before. We're going to let this thing play on and play on without any interruptions this time. You are upset because he put your shit out on the internet, which I wouldn't really do, but that's his business, not mine. That's his business, not mine. You're scorned. And if you say the things that you say, and you say you completely moved on from this, why are you still talking? You say you have a man who's 10 times better, who is a celebrity. Oh, it didn't take that long for you to grab that motherfucker, did you? And it goes to show that you give women a very bad rap. All because of that. You ain't no different from the next whore. You are no different. You're no different. So I advise you to move the hell on. Move the hell on before you get spit on me. Because I promise you, if it was a man with issues, If you dated a man with issues, or everybody has issues, if you dated the next man and you did this to him, ain't no telling what he might do because you violated it. You violated his family. Ain't nobody tell you to volunteer for none of this shit. You volunteered, like I said before. Take the L and move on. Point blank, period, in the discussion.
Have your personal accounts sending money to this account and it's froze. Nobody listened. Because y'all think I'm scorned and bitter. I am relieved. I feel blessed.
They all say that.
That I knew once I got close to that man and seen what I seen that was not what God had for me. It couldn't have been. I've done too much good in my life for that to be the person for me. So that was never an option. Then you go and get a motherfucker that don't even know me to speak on what I decided to put out and then call me a troll. What is that? A slut, a whore. She's on a troll tour. And I've seen this person on multiple platforms, on multiple pages, speaking on shit. You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm going to tell y'all what it is about this bitch. There are certain people that don't want to run around turning on the lights like me. They don't want to sow that seed of doubt. There are people that want you to stay in the fucking dark, and then they want to hold the flashlight. They want to be the person to gain clout. I don't want no clout. This shit. Come from this. Y'all soon see. Terrible. This is not something that I mind myself, but because you couldn't take your fucking spies out of my space, I had to come public. And I'm so glad I did. You and broads running around here thinking that they can grab shit off in the net to scare people. I feel like gathering dirt is a way to ward off the evil, or even the same as the evil shit that you have done to people in the dark. And they're scared to come out because they got stuff they don't want to lose. But the stories the public will never hear about because you have decided to bully people quiet. You can't bully me. I don't give a fuck what you think you know. You had no business putting anybody's family members, and damn sure not that man's wife, up on your IG. But that's what I'm talking about. This is why I don't want your followers.
Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. An eye for a motherfucking eye. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. You remember the father, right?
He doesn't need my family. I've reached out to some legal figures to ask them what can be.
Okay, we have a little bit of technical issues. I think his phone went out, but he'll be back, guys.
Shouts out to my boy, my brother from another mother, D-Rail. Did an awesome job.
Once again,
I'm sorry.
He's back. Go ahead, sir.
I contacted YouTube about his inflammatory statements concerning me and my family. I'm going other avenues. I don't want to go all out on this guy. I don't know him. I don't have the relationship with him that a lot of you people who are on social media do. I'm not here to character assassinate him in any way. I don't know his history. I don't want to know his history. All I know is that my name is being dragged.
Who he's talking about? He's talking about Lennon Honor, the same person that disrespected this man's father, called this man a bitch, and putting his information out there on the internet just to get the Umar. And you and this lady have the nerve to say you shouldn't be putting his business out on the street. You're just showing disrespect. An eye for a motherfucking eye. I should have come out with a part 2 a little sooner.
My children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren are hearing this venom that he spews about their relatives.
Children and great-grandchildren. This bald-headed son bitch had the nerve to spew that on the internet just to try to get Umar's attention. Umar has been ignoring all this crap for far too long. Did the right thing. But at some point, you're going to have to speak up. And finally, he spoke up. All you have to do is just keep the ball rolling. Hell, I'll find him a fucking lawyer.
Especially me. And to hear this and then to be told from their friends what they may have seen or heard on YouTube about their grandfather and their father is ridiculous. I don't have a stake in this thing. This is something that he needs to take up with my son and my son alone. Leave me out of it.
Thank you.
Leave my family out of it. Leave my wife out of it.
Yes.
Leave my children out of it.
Yes.
And this is the message I want to get to him. I'm not, he plays tough guy. He says something like, well, I would tell him to his face. Well, Mr. Honor, I'm saying this to you direct. One gentleman to another. And I've said this to you in writing. I'm more than willing to come to where you are, meet you wherever you like, so we can resolve this issue. I'm saying this as a gentleman. I'm saying this as someone who's almost 70 years old. So don't come at me with that tough guy rah-rah stuff. I ain't for all that.
First of all, Lennon ain't gonna meet nobody nowhere. If I was a boy, I'd drop that son of a bitch. But I know the man himself wouldn't do all that. He's a family man. He would let that man be, but he would let him know, like, stop coming after me and my family. It is your first and final warning. I just see Lennon's too weak. He's too weak. He can't even keep a fucking job. His job is to be on the internet. But hey, everybody likes entertainment, right?
But I want this to stop. I'm a father. I'm a family figure. I'm a staple of my community. I'm well known in my community. And I don't appreciate this. That's the message I really would like to get across to him in the most civilized, mature, and respectable way that I can.
All right. Now you got the full-fledged version of that. So let's go back, shall we, to this bullshit.
That shit up like that was what's up. That was vile. It was tasteless. I don't want you anywhere near me. I don't want anybody like that near me. That wasn't a flex or a win. That just sometimes the shit you do tells more about you than it does what you're trying to highlight. And that's exactly what that did. There ain't no goddamn way anybody should be calling you with issues about their child, especially what you did with my son. There's no goddamn reason why you should be anywhere around kids. You don't know how to deal with them. You showed us that when that vandalism happened. Y'all gonna see this. Those accounts aren't coming unfroze, but y'all gonna see. Keep watching. I told y'all to stay the fuck away from this. It's not gonna be good.
Okay. My conclusion to that is that she a whole monster. And for the simple fact that she keeps blaming him, saying that he called Jaguar, which him and Jaguar don't even communicate. The fuck? That's the internet. The internet has all the internet, I can't even speak right. The internet has thousands and thousands of millions of viewers and what you call them, streamers, what Umar would call struggle streamers, all of them out there just needing that cash cow, that need that subscribership. I could care less. I told you that before. I could care less. I'm damn near up. I'm just about at the 2,000 mark, which is good for me. Awesome. I could care less. Cool. I do this once or twice a week. But y'all try so hard to try to get to that Kevin Samuels route. You try so hard to get up to his level. You try so hard to get up to here. The only person that I know that is damn near up, well, not even up there, but damn near up there, talking about issues like this is Angry Man. Shouts out to the Angry Man. I have no issues with the Angry Man other than the bullshit that he says about Umar, but he has defended Umar. He has defended Umar in the past. He has defended Umar. What does she know? What does she know about Umar's accounts being frozen? Because she went up in there and dug in his business while he was away on business. See what I'm saying? I pay you to take care of my mother, and this is the disrespect you and this is the respect you show me. You dig around my facility, which she ain't gonna admit. She ain't gonna admit that she did. But she had the nerve to put his mother's medical shit out there. But you know, anybody with common sense would know if you put my mother's information out there, I can basically not only put you on charge for a HIPAA violation, but I can also put you on charge for defamation of character and slander. And I could put a cease and desist letter, but cease and desist letters don't last that long. It lasts for what, 5, maybe 10 years, depending. So this woman acts as if he called up Jaguar and said, Jaguar, yo, handle my light work for me. Okay, cool. He don't even have his own. He doesn't have his YouTube account. He doesn't have a YouTube account. He doesn't have a YouTube account. There are multiple accounts that have his means name, but that's not him. That is not him at all. Why ain't he sued her yet? He's trying to find. I'm on his ass for that one. I'm on his ass for that one. I'm like, dude, it is true. You do, according to a lawyer that I know, you do have to get a lawyer in that particular district. And depending on how much a lawyer is, because I don't even know how much a lawyer is. I don't know how much a lawyer is. But he can get I think he can get free, but I think he can get some free advice, which he has, but he has to come up with the money. And if he comes up with the money, I would say I think there are some lawyers, I'm not sure, if he can prove that this woman, and he can prove without a shadow of a doubt that this woman did his mother wrong, and or she stole some information attaining his accounts, all those lawyer fees after he wins, actually, if he wins, that money goes to the lawyer. I think it's like 25,000 for the championship case. I think I can find something cheaper than that. I have to find it. I have to definitely find that. But need it as it may, he don't sue the bitch. I told him to sue Lenanana years ago. I told him to do that. And then finally he comes out and does the shit. He comes out and says it. He comes out and says the shit. I said, this was a long time coming. Oh, this is fucking crazy. But you're going to come after, need it as a me. Well, I don't want to get lost in the sauce. You're going to come after Jaguar Wright, which is quite funny. It's quite funny because you the one that put yourself out there. Stupid, and now I'm going to watch my mouth because Lisa just came up in here. Heifer, you the one that put your shit on Front Street. You the one that said you did the gulp, 3,000 his ass. I don't know what type of shit you put on him, but bruh, he got hypnotized. I said, ain't no head that good. Ain't no head that good for you, for being be trusting in you to take care of somebody's mom. I don't even know why he did it, and he doesn't trust anyone, not even me. He does not trust anybody, and I understand that because the more bigger you get, the more enemies you're gonna have on deck. But I want to play. I know I played this yesterday, but I want to play this one clip one more time. Just one more time, just to show you. And I want you to act like we will act like college students, and we're going to analyze this thing together. We're going to analyze this because what she came up with was some bullshit. She was coming up on some bullshit. So let's see. I think it was this. It was that.
This woman, Umar spoke a lot of truth. And it's funny because now it's all devalued. It's all devalued. It's all discredited because this weirdo chick, like, this chick is a whole weirdo. She's a whole weirdo. This is a 40-year-old, admittedly, by her own mouth. That's not me. That's not me running down on her. Like, admittedly, she pretended to be a supporter, put together a book event for him, invited him to her city, The people came, they got together. She pretended to be a friend. And then she wanted to get information about her child from the esteemed doctor. But it's funny because as she tells her story, and this is how you know she's a lying cunt. And it's true. This is how you know. Thank you, Jessica. This is how you know. She sits up there and says, "Oh, well, I was never really that interested in him. He was never really my type. I was never really all that worried about him. I wasn't worried about him. But you know, I was texting him and I told to him everybody else was more impressed with him than I was ever impressed with him. I mean, he's really not my type. He was type enough for you to gag and choke on his manhood."
What do you want?
Like it's not making any sense. He was never really your type. He was never really that into you. But seriously, oh, it's not a flex. It's not a flex. It's not. Yeah. Um, um, this woman.
Nah, I know. Okay. Let's say glasses. If you did not at the time want anything to do with Dr. Umar, why would you send your son at? What about Steven? Me and Steven are cool. What are you talking about? I haven't heard from Steven in a good minute. But anyway, Steven was the one exposing Lennon Honor for being with that white dude. Umar's problems come from all side chicks. Well, you'll learn sooner than later. You will learn sooner than later. I mean, it's not, and I'm not downplaying every single black woman, but you have to keep your third eye open because obviously this is not his first go around and it will not be his last. Now, the one thing I will agree on D. Durrell, he needs to slow down just a little bit because it only takes one time for them to catch you with something that's relevant. I don't know what that would be to put you in length of getting dealt with legally. Because right now he has no priors. He has no priors. He has no warrants. He wasn't arrested for anything. So he has no record. He needs to pick good women. I agree. 1,000%. I agree. He needs to chill with that shit. He needs to chill. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Lisa, I did not want to do this, but this woman was quite frankly getting on my nerves with this last little video that she came out with. And quite frankly, she wasn't saying anything new. She wasn't saying anything new. You don't wonder. He's this, he's that. He didn't take care of his mom. He won't let his kid. Obviously, that ain't none of the. Listen, y'all. I don't mean to do this, but Lisa's a late bloomer or whatever. She's not even supposed to be up this late. So I'm gonna play half of this video. I'm gonna play half of the video one last time. I don't want to hear about Obama. I don't want to hear about freaking Obama. Obama's a half breed that don't even like black people. And shouts out to Shish Trish, by the way. And but thank you for reminding me. Before I even go there, Lisa, and shouts out to Lisa, she is going to be, and it's God's miracle, she is going to be walking again in the next 2 years. Clock it. How these women say it, clock it. She is going to be on her feet and walking in the next 2 years. So give it up for Lisa Carter in the building. God is good. God is good all the time. Let's get it. Let's get it. I can't wait for, and her husband is going to be so proud and so pleased that he has a fighter alongside of him. We all go through something. But with God on your side, ain't nothing he can do. I even said it all wrong. Let me shut up before I make it worse. Let me see here. Bam, here it is. It is. Let me see. Before I fucking ain't right.
Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I said, this is your big brother, King Kong Consciousness. I said, this is your big brother, Intercontinental Ifatunde. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Leo season. I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at? I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at? I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at, brothers and sisters? Listen. All I want to say to you right now is thank you to those who have been riding with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Thank you to those who have been standing strong with Ifatunde Oguntade. Thank you to my day one ride or dies. Thank you to the haters, the instigators, the defamers. That's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all we going to say. That's all we ain't got no more words. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We're looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we're about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not received that yet. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. But we're going to take care of all that. Stay patient. Stay positive. Stay patient. Stay positive. They messing with our bills. They messing with our automatic payments. They messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. They froze me and they froze to school, but that's all right. What they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. We need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but I'm going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Don't get in the book of Negroes. Brothers and sisters, as we get reached the 21st, Haitian Revolution Day, Nat Turner Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of Ifatunde, August the 21st, the grand finale of Leo season. Haitian Revolution Day, Nat Turner Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of King Kong Consciousness Day. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters. We're going to rekey them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. And we're going to apply for the certificate of occupancy. Do anybody got a problem with what I just said? I'm only talking to my supporters and donors. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. See, everybody talking is YouTubian struggle streamers who don't donate. I ain't heard a slander yet from somebody who actually donates. All I see is jealous people, envious people, opportunists, instigators, YouTubian. Nobody is a donor. Nobody hates brothers and sisters. We know who messed our accounts up, and we're looking into all that right now. Trust me, there will be retribution. Oh, there will be retribution, brothers and sisters. I can't say it all right now. To prove a couple things. And if we can prove a couple things, it's going to be in trouble. But this is what I want to say. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. How you doing, my beautiful black sister? I'm Dr. Umar. Come give me a hug. I need a hug. Come give me a hug, sister. I need a hug. Come give King Kong Consciousness a hug.
They always do that to him. I remember a while back there was a brother that came up in there and was like, oh, come on. Oh, you finally coming out with the school, bro. And it's not outside of the schools, but inside of the school that counts. And it's looking quite well. But this dumb broad talking about why would he paint part of the school red? It's gonna devastate the kid. Shut up. Ain't no kid. What kid that would be that devastated to see red or whatever the color of the classroom is? If that's the case, don't go into the gymnasium, because the gymnasium is full of colors: red, black, green, brown, blue. There's going to be a surprise at the end. There's going to be a little surprise. Oh, excuse me. Once he stops talking, yes, he's close to being done. But the fact of the matter is, people don't want him to. People were complaining about the HVAC. He got the HVAC done. No, I can go back further than that. The gymnasium was full of water. The floor of the gymnasium was full of water. Everything was damaged. And he had to redo those floors, get all that water out and redo those floors. And look at the gymnasium right now. Look at the freaking gymnasium with all the money that's been sent to him. Why the hell he be internationally known? People give him money internationally and he screw up the money that way. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you get a $65,000 plus vax and put it on top of the building, and you put the small vax on the side of the building? That building is what, 10 plus years old? But y'all wanted the building, right? He ended up getting the building. And this is what I say to some, not all, to some people. Yes, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And donate to my coffee fund. Why would he take the money that we give him to buy a school first and foremost, to just grift and not do anything with it? Why would he take the money and have all these people that were inside the building to work on the electricity and whatever else? Why would he waste the money? Why? It doesn't make any sense. That don't make no sense, bro. And you know it don't make no damn sense. All right, he stopped talking to the
brothers and sisters. What do y'all think? Should we have a cookout inside the Anna Douglas, Amy Garvey park? I think I'm going to have a cookout. We're not going to do the fest because we're saving all the money for the schools, and with the bank accounts frozen, we don't know what the hell going on. But I think I'm going to do a cookout. For all my supporters, y'all could come on out, play some music, some food. What do y'all think about that, brothers and sisters? FDMG cookout with some chairs, some music, some food. I think we're going to make it pop. I think I'm going to do a cookout, FDMG cookout. Now, let me say this to the defamers, the instigators, and the haters, all you Tubian struggle streamers out there. First of all, I get 67 million hits on my Instagram a month, more than everybody else in the conscious community put together. Let me say it again. I get 67 million hits a month on my Instagram, more than everybody else in the conscious community put together. So my struggle streamers, keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. Struggle streamers, keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. With your 5,000 views, your 20,000 views, your 800 views, your 50,000 views. Struggle streamers, keep on trying to take down King Kong. I want you to keep on trying to take down King Kong with my 67 million Instagram views a month. What you think? Go Live channel is ready. I'm going to kill the whole movement, brothers and sisters. Just wait until we ready. Oh, Lord, just wait until we ready. Y'all didn't woke up the sleeping giant. New Jersey this Saturday, August the 9th. Where my New Jersey Africans at? Where my New Jersey Africans at? Newark, New Jersey, outreach. I speak at 2. The whole street festival is from 10 to 5. I speak at 2 o'clock this Saturday, Newark, New Jersey, Source of Knowledge, my Black August, and then Nat Turner Land, August the 21st. Nat Turner Land, August the 20th. Go to Nat Turner. Go to Nat Turner. Go to Nat Turner. New Orleans, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama. New Orleans, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama. New Orleans, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and Mobile, Alabama. New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina. 20 years later, August the 29th, I will be in the building. Big Easy, Black Louisiana, see King Kong in New Orleans, 20th anniversary, Hurricane Katrina. We raising the ancestors, August the 29th, New Orleans, Louisiana, with the Prince Hattiesburg for the first time. I'm coming to Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the first time. Where my Mississippi Africans at? I don't care if you in Gulfport. I don't care if you in Biloxi. I don't care if you in Jackson. I don't care where you at. If you live in Mississippi, you better be in Hattiesburg, August the 30th. If you live in Mississippi, you better be in Hattiesburg with the Prince of Pan-Africanism, August the 30th. Where my Alabama Africans at? Where my Alabama Africans at? Where my 5'5" extra thick in the thighs Alabama queens at? I said, where my 5'5" extra thick in the thigh Alabama for the first time? I'm coming to the first time. I'm coming to Mobile for the first time. I'm coming to Hattiesburg for the first time. Mobile, Alabama, 10th annual. Mobile, Alabama is the 10th annual community festival in Mobile. I will be there on the 30th. Is that the 30th or the 31st, brothers and sisters? Let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to get it wrong. Mobile, Alabama, is that the 30th or the 31st? I don't want to get it wrong.
Probably the 31st. The 31st is on a Sunday.
Africa Town Festival, August the 31st.
On a Sunday.
Hattiesburg, August the 30th. Mobile, Alabama, August
Saturday.
the 31st.
That's
New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina, August the 29th. So we got a trilateral commission. We got a Deep South, Prince of Pan-Africanism, Black August grand finale, trilateral tour. We got New Orleans on August the 29th. We got Hattiesburg, Mississippi on August the 30th. And we got Mobile, Alabama on August the 31st. I got a special request from all my New Orleans queens. I got a special request from all my Hattiesburg, Mississippi queens who I'm going to meet for the first time. I got a special request for all my Mobile, Alabama queens who I'm going to see for the first time. I need a hug. Can I get a big papa hug? I've been battling demons for 2 months. I've been battling demons. I've been battling all kind of demons. I've been battling demons, brothers and sisters. I've been battling demons. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. You can only send a personal donation to Dr. Umar, PayPal or Venmo. PayPal is Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist or Venmo. Venmo or PayPal for personal. FDMG is FDMG Academy on PayPal. They froze my Apple Pay, brothers and sisters. The Apple Pay said you got to have an account. Apple Pay said you got to have an account. Oh, we got to shut it down. Apple Pay, you got to have an account. Oh, they shut it down. You PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Or you got to hit up the Venmo. You got to hit up the Venmo. But we staying positive in Black August. Nobody is going to spoil my Black August for me. I refuse. Nobody is going to spoil my Black August. I want to get with my Haitian Africans. I want to get with my Haitian Africans because we need a free Haiti liberation movement. And the reason we need a free Haiti liberation movement is because Haiti is the little Africa of the West, brothers and sisters. Are y'all listening to me? Melanin drip, melanin drip. Haiti is the little Africa of the West. See, we got big Africa. My organize and liberate Haiti, brothers and sisters. That is the most independent African country. It's the first Pan-African republic in history. So we got to liberate Haiti, brothers and sisters. We got to liberate Haiti, brothers and sisters. We ain't got no I'm about to get off right now. But if you need to reach me, Snow Bunny Alpha Males, send me some positive energy. My unapologetically African anti-Snow Bunny Alpha Male, send energy. 219-899-9858. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, that cookout, that sounds like a good idea. If I was back in Michigan, I probably definitely would go out there. Because from Wilmington to like Detroit, that's a good 2 hours. I thought Haiti already liberated themselves. I don't know. I don't know that I haven't dug in too much on Haiti. I'm still on what Abraham Taribe is doing in Africa. The Burkina Faso. I'm still hip to what Ibrahim Taribe is doing in Africa, but I could look up Haiti and what's going on. Haiti is destroyed. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because what they finally did was said F you to the French. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have to look into it. I'll definitely have to look into it. But all I know is Abraham Taribe is doing an awesome job in Burkina Faso. So shouts out to that brother. Yeah, man. This listen, my conclusion to this. I think I already gave my conclusion, but I'll give it again for the last time. What she said and what she did, certain people would forgive, but will not forget. Certain people will forgive, but not forget. I want to ask, if that was your mother, right? If that was your mother, what would you do in that situation? First, I already know what people are going to say. I would never trust anybody that I don't know to handle my mother in that situation. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I believe Umar has a good heart, which he does. Umar has too much good heart. Trust me, I know. I was in that same boat. I was in that same boat years ago. So having a big of a heart can get you in trouble. So I don't blame the man. Secondly, he paid you to do a work. He paid you to do a job. Now, all that other extra stuff, that's extra. I could care less about that. As far as the counts are concerned, she has something to do with that. Otherwise, she wouldn't be on the internet talking this and talking that. Yada, 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 yada. All right. She's a scumbag. She's a full scumbag. Yeah, probably the CIA. Right? CIA, the police, or whatever. Hell, they did the same thing to Malcolm. So I'm not surprised. They did the exact same thing to Malcolm and Martin. They did the exact same thing to Malcolm and Martin. I'll say it again. They did the exact same thing to Malcolm and Martin. And I'm not saying that Umar is either one of them. He's his own man. But you see the pattern with this? And of course, you have people like you have the William O'Neills of the world. And I'm sure you heard of Lennon Honor, right? And shouts out to Shish Trish. Shish Trish said it best last night. And I believe this to be 1,000%, because after 15 years, you just now reach 80K. I wonder why. He's a plant. He's a plant. He's an ops. We all know this because he's live right now. Go check out his page. If he's not live right now, he was alive an hour ago. Talking about this same shit. All he does is play the clips that Umar puts out there. And Umar, you need to block him again. All he does is put in, like, share, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and donate to either Cash App, which is, Lisa just put that out there on Cash App, or you can do a super chat, whichever one. So he puts old shit out there, cleans it up, and throws it out there to you to make it believable that he's a scammer. No, the school scam. But later on, he said, if you get your act together, I would have helped you. Bullshit. Bullshit. You ain't even for your community. Wait a minute. Hold on. How the hell are you going to say you going to help Umar out? Called his father a bitch. Talk shit about his moms. Yeah, you would help Umar if he would get his act together. But yeah, you were in LA years ago talking shit about the black community and how that was, right? That's why you moved from LA, sneaking the people, telling the people what you need. I need help. And you can't even get a full-time job? Your punk ass can't even get a full-time job. A full-time job. And your alleged wife is helping you with the bills. And you have 5 kids. What man has that much time to not be with his wife? And on code, bro, this is the same dude, right? That went after Corey Holcomb. I gotta play that clip again. Oh shit! This is the same dude that went after Corey Holcomb in the 5150 Nation. Oh god. Let me see. Let me see. Corey Holcomb. How y'all doing out there? Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please donate $1 to my coffee fund, please. Pretty please. Let me see. Corey Holcomb. This is Lenin. I'm slow. I'm slow with this game. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Let me see. Hold on. let's have some fun. Let another keep getting sent to my YouTube feed. Oh yeah, he's gonna keep doing that. He's gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Because that's his cash cow.
Talking indignant about us. You saw that, Zoe?
Yes.
Did you see it?
No, I did not.
He ain't shit.
Obviously, yeah.
This motherfucker is sitting in the park. Do I need to say more? A man who business don't even motherfucking get to the park. When I every day hooping, because I had time. I didn't have no works.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a motherfucker talking about us. Talked about you.
Yes.
Talked about me. He didn't say nothing about you, D.
Okay.
That's another thing that let me know. Watch that motherfucker. Punk ass motherfucker sitting in the park had the nerve to say his 6-year-olds act more mature than us. Motherfucker, you said you got 5 kids. He said he got 5 kids. Who the fuck got time to sit in the park when they got 5 kids? I don't know a motherfucker got time to sit in the park unless they kids with them.
Wait, he already.
Wait a minute. You remember what was that? What was that comedy special by Eddie Murphy? Not Delirious. It was Raw. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children.
Already admitted in the video that he was having financial issues.
Oh,
he
no.
wasn't even ready.
He didn't have to tell me. He said
Financial discipline was weak.
He said his financial discipline was weak. You didn't have to tell me your financial discipline was weak. You in the park.
You know.
I'm gonna set up in the park because my woman put me out the house.
Oh.
Go home where your girl take care of you and try to mature because you think you mature because of the way you talk, but you in the park with 5 kids. Come on, man. Talking about the way I talk. He said that Stephen A. Smith shit. This is another thing you motherfuckers can't fool me with. I don't normally watch his show. Get the fuck out of here. I'm your God, motherfucker. You want to be me so bad, but you can't give a motherfucker like me credit because of the way I talk. You think you closer to God than me. You not. Trying to start some shit.
Right.
But what that's going to get you? It's just like the man in the park.
Right.
It's not worth it.
Do you got something to do today?
They're getting.
Listen, in our community, there are certain people who wait for the downfall of others to jump on top of it. Like, this is an opportunity because I can't say shit about what they do, but now let me try to attack the man because it looks like he slipped a little. Now let me.
Shouts out to Zoe, my mentor, my homie, my brother from another mother. Shouts out to him.
Jump on him.
While you down.
That's the nigga in the park.
Right. That's
the nigga in the park.
That's the other anonymous nigga. It's some nigga on the internet.
Let me get something out of it. Right.
Anonymous.
Let me get something out of it.
Let me talk about them while I got something to point at.
Right.
Because I really want to be them.
Right. They got the heat on them. So if I do a video about them, I'm gonna get ancillary views. They spoke on my behalf, basically saying Zoe comes in here with black-owned businesses that don't have the cash to get national exposure on the radio, and we allow Zoe to promote these businesses for free. Niggas ain't making videos about that. Niggas ain't in the park making videos about that.
No, the dude in the park took this opportunity to criticize and say his 6-year-olds act like they more intelligent than us. Hey, homie, your 6-year-old gonna have a Corey Holcomb t-shirt on one day while you sitting in the park like a mark.
Right.
Like that old school.
Right.
These motherfuckers out here got a vice. They like to sit in the park and talk shit about boss niggas.
That's your guy. That is your guy. That's your guy. And this is not the first, and it won't be the last. He's only doing that to Umar because he has nothing else. He has no one else. He tried going after Tariq Nasheed. And I'm not a proponent of Tariq Nasheed. But anybody of that ilk going after Tariq over something that he has no accomplishments of. No accomplishments whatsoever other than to go on the computer and rant and rave over what they doing. No, homie. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser. This is what you do, and this is what gains you traction, but it didn't gain you traction far enough. So you figure, well, my wife is taking care of me. You don't even have a ring on your finger. You do not have a ring. Did anybody? Oh, let me not judge. Did anybody that went and seen Lennon Honor on his face, did he have a ring on his finger? Does anybody know if he had a ring on his finger? Please let me know. This tell me yes or no. Did you see a ring on his finger? I can tell you what happened to my ring. My ring has to be fixed. My ring has to be or most likely if they can't fix it, then I must have to get another one. And I can tell you, the ring is still in my jewelry, in my wife's jewelry box. It needs to be fixed. Where's your ring? Where's your ring, nigga? See, he's married. He's married as a legend. Why? And people said that he was wrong for putting his wife on Front Street. Nigga, shut up. You put your wife out there. He's mad because Umar put a picture of his wife. He put a picture on his wife. Nigga, do we have to put proof out on you? Again, don't make me have to go back to the Umar sector, because I go back there for one reason and one reason only. Fucking WWF is dead. We're not talking about WWF. It's dead, so what? But check this out. Let me see. Let me go through this again. Possessed. I want you to look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Let's see. Let me see. There's a lot of videos as of late. Lots and lots of videos. Okay. Found one. Check this out. And I ain't had to scroll that far. Hold on. Check this out. You talk about Umar put his wife out there. You put your wife out there, nigga. You put your wife on camera. Look at that ugly ass face. You put your wife out there, bruh. Let's see. Yeah, look at all these. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Stalking him for that long is fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Let's see. Give me a second. I don't know why they did that. Let's see. That's crazy. That is crazy work. Again, you put your wife out there, nigga. Look, you put your wife out there. You put your wife and your kids out there. But we're not going to go to the kids. We're not going to go to the kids, even though you use your kids. You use your kids to get clout, Nick. To get that insurance check. I haven't heard from Humble King in a while. Another Umar hater. But it's been so long. Again, you put your wife out there, nigga. Look at that. Look at that shit. You put your wife. Let me go back. Look. You put your wife out there. People just make memes about it. You constantly putting your wife and your kids out there. I ain't got to show the shit. I ain't got. Oh, wait. This is what I want to find. Look at that. Look at that. You put your wife and kids out there. You did that shit on your own, which is quite terrible. HVAC equals hotels, vacation, and cookie. You terrible. You fucking terrible. I don't like going after a man's woman. I don't either. I don't like going after my enemy's mother. Now, what part of the game is that? I don't like going after my enemy's mother. I don't like to go after anybody's mother. But that's what he did. Now, everybody talks about what Umar did, but nobody wants to hold the man responsible. And mind you, you say that, but mind you, this man has not said anything about Lennon Hunter for the past 10 plus years. Hasn't mentioned his name. Hasn't said a mean thing at all. At all. And people just telling him about the shit. But you constantly, after 15 years, you constantly keep coming after him. Exactly. Going after him is a low blow anyway. And then you got this woman bitching, whatever. Lisa, I'm gonna play this for you since you didn't see it. I'm gonna play this for you since you didn't see it. This just goes to show you how evil people are. It's just wrong. It's just dead flat out wrong. And the black community should wait. Other than a woman getting mad at you, and mostly women do this. Other than a woman getting mad at you and telling you that your mama ain't shit, that's what stupid people do, just to get back at you, just to get your skin to crawl. Listen. But you putting the information out there, that's HIPAA, dog. That's straight HIPAA. I'll play this for you, Lisa. I'll just go ahead and play that for you. Lennon's a buster for going after his mom. Not just his mom, his father. Not just the mom, the father. He interviewed, just because the father didn't fold years ago when Jamal was being, I hate saying his personal name, but when his father Jamal was being interviewed by this group of people who is a failure on the internet anyway. But when he was being interviewed and Lennon Honor came up there and started asking all these goofy ass questions, and your son, he keep snorting and keep looking all funny. And because Jamal did not fold, right? Because Jamal did not fold, he's a bitch, he's this, he's that, he's the one that got Umar in the situation that he's in because he's militant, and boom, go on, put his picture up on the, come on, that is so immature. Go on, put pictures up of his family up there. That is so goddamn immature. But people love it, and people say it's just entertainment. Okay. When your mama is comatose, see, Lisa, question for you. On code, question. Calvin, be honest. If I were to say that Lenina's mother is comatose, and she's about to this close to being a vegetable and pulling the plug. Fuck the bitch. Would I be wrong for saying that? Yes or no? Would I be wrong for saying that? Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong for saying that Leonard's mom is comatose and in the hospital, is that close to being the vegetable, pull the plug on the bit? Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong? I'm just saying. I'll be dead wrong for saying that. And I would have to apologize immediately. I would have to apologize immediately for that. This dude ain't got no heart. So the day that he interviewed D. Durrell, I'm talking about, the day that he interviewed Jamal, like I said, shout out to D. Durrell. He did an awesome job interviewing Jamal. There was a response. You this is all Leonard said. You big old bugaboo. All right, I'll stop talking about you, you big old bugaboo. That's his response. He's a child. He's a fucking child. But without further ado, Lisa, this one's for you. It's probably going to be my last one if I can find something else to get into. Hold on.
And this is for you. Through this, because I really want to crash out, but I'm not going to do that. Let me start.
This is the lady. This is the lady. And just because you put up makeup does not make a difference. You still look older than 44.
Right here, because this will help. There are people that are saying, oh, she shouldn't have spoke on his mother. Umar is one of 7 children. I had permission. I was encouraged to speak about his mother. Now, he told y'all 7.5 years, that's a damn near a decade. These children have not been able to have good access to their mother. Her mother passed away, not being able to see her own child. Yep.
And again, what business of that is yours? But then again, you are nosy heifer anyway.
His grandmother was over there knocking on the door trying to see her child. Passed away and it never happened. So, and oh, y'all should hear the story of the funeral situation. So, let's keep going. They sent people on their mother. This asshole doesn't answer the door. But he tells you this is not that. She's in a bad situation. And here's the other thing. Because of his hoarding, the door to her ramp, she's in a wheelchair, the door to her ramp is blocked with shit. And that shit ain't just being moved out of the way every time they gotta leave the house. The one entry is so narrow, she can't fit out of that in a wheelchair. That's why she has a ramp. That's why she has a ramp. And so he's got a bad back. How the hell is he getting her in and out of the house? She's not leaving the house. He puts workers in there and then threatens them or fires them if they answer the door. He told me not to answer the door for anyone. My assumption was that the family comes over with, scheduled visits. That ain't got nothing to do with me, right? If that's happening, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how they got that's that. But this is not what's been happening. This is not able to get alone and be able to talk to her on whether or not she wants to stay there with the child that she refers to as the devil. That's what you're as the devil. Ooh, you are your father's son. You are your father's son. Let me keep going. This is why I believe them. Because you took a man's wife and put it up on.
First and foremost, she gonna talk about the wife in a minute. Blah 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 blah. First and foremost, what was I gonna say? Oh, you had no business walking around there in the first place. And like I said, there's two sides to a story. And the reason why he hasn't came out fully and expressed what she allegedly did to his mother, it says kind words to, I'm going to give you grace and I'm going to excuse you from my facility because I trusted in you to do one job and one task. You failed to do that. Then you wanted to basically do what you wanted to do, right? You can make suggestions. You can make suggestions all day long, but that's his mother and how he takes care of his mother. I don't know if you know what multiple sclerosis is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what multiple sclerosis is. But neither does it may. You're gonna talk about the family. You're gonna talk about the family. You're gonna talk about the family business and how much money he takes. Bitch, that's none of your fucking business. I said that before and I'll say it again. But I'll play the clip.
Instagram, no respect. Look at how you.
No, we just talked about that. I'll play it again. What she said.
Look at how you treat it up on Instagram. No, because you took a man's wife and put it up on Instagram. No respect. Look at how you treat your daughter. No respect. No respect for my son, my daughter. That stuff that you put up on your Instagram. No respect. You have no respect for black women. You have no respect for black families.
No, he just doesn't. He just lost respect for your dumbass. But look, if he did something to your son, how come it's just you and not others who had came around and said the exact same thing that you say? Because it's non-existent. You wanted something more. Wait a minute. You're in charge of your son. You are in charge of your son. Your son was 14. You have another son that's 16. One has autism. So you had your 16-year-old son, who was technically old enough to drive, kind of, sort of, drove all the way 2 hours to go get this man. Are you freaking kidding me? This just means you astral project your energy, your bad energy onto this man. Because remember, the first time around, you said, I wasn't interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. But now all of a sudden, you suck his penis, and you get an emotional. You're attached emotionally. You get some type of an effect. You get a moment of clarity or some shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You talk that shit, you don't walk it. Let me tell you how terrible this is, y'all. So you can't see your mother, but then the fuck up that has her decides to get in a rental car and beg people that he's already stole millions from. I know the number they got circulate now. I'm quite sure it's higher.
Yeah, you got it from Lynn and Honor. First, he says 1 million. Then he skipped from 1 million to 3 million. Huh? If he had $3 million, don't you think he'll be done with the school by now? $3 million? Really? No, wait a minute. It's possibly, maybe it's possibly 2 billion. Possibly, maybe. No, he did this in 2024 in July 11th. He made $1,686,000. Let's say that's the case, right? Did you ever include deductions? Deductions to the he had to buy the door, he had to buy the HVAC, he had to buy this, he had to buy that. He had to pay the workers to work on the building. You didn't deduct all that? Really? Taxes that he had to pay, you didn't include all that. Okay. Yeah, cool.
Than that. Millions from, and you ask them to help you out. Begging for money. Not only in your name, but in her name also. You have control over her money.
No shit, Sherlock. But to answer your question, we don't know because his accounts are frozen. We don't know. I don't go into a man's pockets like that. I don't go into a man's pockets like that. Multiple sclerosis is an immune. Oh, Michael J. Oh, okay. Michael J. Fox. All right. Okay, so she has the Michael J. Fox disease. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, I don't know why she's bitching. I don't know why she's bitching to Mona. She got a bag from Tasha K. But then again, Tasha K, don't she owe like $4 million to Cardi B? Just saying. Just saying.
Where the fuck you fumbled it? Because you're terrible with money. And as soon as anybody gets in that fucking house, they're going to see that. You are not the person to be donating any funds to. I warned everybody. I did a video. I told y'all to stay away from this. Don't have your personal accounts sending money to this account and it's froze. Nobody listened. Because y'all think I'm scorned and bitter. I am relieved. I feel blessed that I knew once I got close to that man and seen what I seen that was not what God had for me. It couldn't have been. I've done too much good in my life for that to be the person for me. So that was never an option. Then you go and get a motherfucker that don't even know me to speak on what
he talking about Jaguar, right?
I decided to put out. And then call me a troll. What is that? A slut, a whore. She's on a troll tour. And I've seen this person on multiple platforms, on multiple pages, speaking on shit. You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm going to tell y'all what it is about this bitch. There are certain people, me, they don't want.
Dog, she goofy. She developed the Lennon Honor disease. She's freaking weird. Like, that is just weird. You know what the worst thing about Lennon Honor? Lennon Honor had a video of him painting the building or whatever inside the building and looking at his ass for like 10 minutes. You was goofy and weird and gay. Anybody talks about another man's ass for a whole 5 minutes is gay, nigga. This dude is gay.
To sow that seed of doubt. There are people that want you to stay in the fucking dark. And then they want to hold the flashlight to gain clout. I don't want no clout. There's nothing good that'll come from this. Y'all will soon see. This is something that I align myself with. In my space, I had to come public. And I'm so glad I did. I found out so much shit on you. You have done some terrible things to men and women. And because you got these dizzy ass broads running around here thinking that they can grab shit off in the net to scare people, I don't give a fuck about what's on the damn net. If I put it there, I don't care. But y'all feel like gathering dirt is a way to ward off the evil.
No. Umar, I don't know how much Tasha K paid, but I know it was a lot because she's for the tea. She's for the bullshit. So I don't know how much she paid her, but I know it was a lump sum. But he paid her $1,200 to take care of the mom while he went on the way on business. And then she went on multiple shows. I don't know if she went on there willingly for free. I don't even know Lennon Honor paid. He probably paid her $20 just to appear. And she grabbed and said, "Oh, thank you, Mr. Lennon." Your broke ass.
Evil. Or even the same as the evil shit that you have done to people in the dark. And they're scared to come out because they got stuff they don't want to lose. But the stories the public will never hear about because you have decided to bully people quiet. You can't bully me. I don't give a fuck what you think you know. You had no business putting anybody's family members, and damn sure not that man's wife, up on your IG. But that's what I'm talking about. This is why I don't want your followers. Y'all clap that shit up like that was what's up. That was vile. It was tasteless. I want you anywhere near me.
Have you seen the Jaguar Wright special? Ain't nothing worse than a woman scorned. Have you seen? I already played the Jaguar Wright special on the reason how it came to be, but she said what she said, right? And then she gonna go on a hiatus. She's stupid. She's stupid. She's dumb. She a whole dumb broad. She's just stupid.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Dr. Umar. And let's talk about the woman, the Siobhan woman. I guess that's her name, Siobhan? Kidding me? Are you kidding me? I would take Janice Dickinson more seriously than I could take that woman.
That's the proof.
She made sounds, and she did it quick. It was very orchestrated. Very orchestrated. Now, does that mean that Umar is a scam artist or not? I don't know. I ain't never gave him no money. I never donated to his school. I say that proudly. I never, that was an age to go to his school. Now, some people, yeah, yeah, yeah. Janice Dickinson is more credible than Dr. Umar's side piece. Way more credible.
Jussie Smollett is more credible than.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the whole fucking point. Like, you did all this stuff, smash it. You did all this stuff just to be known, or you seeking attention, because you proclaim that Umar's followers, and he doesn't summon anybody like a fucking leash and just summons people to say, talk bad about this dumb bitch. No, he doesn't have the time for that. He does not have the fucking time for that. He doesn't have a fucking time for you fucking trolls. That's just that's some clown shit. But need it as it may, Lisa, you just seen the clip for yourself because you came in late. You seen the clip for yourself. You know what's going on. This is probably not going to end, but I said the thing that I said. She's an ops. She's a troll. She does whatever to get the money, to get the bag. And she will be personally lying if she says she didn't get paid anything, because that's a downright lie. Downright lie. And for her, but the I could care less about the money. I could care less about anything else. Nothing, none of this shit matters other than what you did to this woman's mother. Now, he hasn't personally came out yet, and I don't think he will, because it's probably that personal. Probably that personal, to the point where it's like, I'll see you in court. And we're just waiting. We are just fucking waiting. And we're also waiting on them. We're also waiting on who snitched on his accounts, who got his accounts frozen. If that was her, she's in a world of fucking trouble. I don't even want to talk about this bitch no more, but she just got me just frustrated. It's like, but I keep forgetting. I keep trying to tell myself, this is the internet. This is the internet. This is the internet. This is the internet. People are going to say what they want to say until they end up like that dude that's getting double life or life in prison right now for that Vegas, that what happened with that Vegas shit 2-3 weeks ago. He's getting life in prison. Oh no, he's getting the death penalty. I almost forgot. He's getting the death penalty. My bad. He is getting the death penalty. 2 months ago. That motherfucker is getting the death penalty. So, people, be cautious and be careful. Be cautious and be careful. I used to be that, you know, people come after me. I used to be that guy that will tell you to your face, go fuck yourself, to your face. Until when I saw that shit happen, I said, enough is enough. Y'all need to be careful. And what she is doing, just imagine if this was a nutcase, if this was a psycho, I entrust you to take care of my mother, and you do this to me, and then you gonna go to the ops and put all this shit out there. I ain't gonna even say what would happen. Let's look at the comments and see what they had to say. Lisa says he can get a restraining orders and cease and desist letters. They don't do shit. Sorry. You get a year, you get what, 6 months to a year, some shit like that, depending upon the order. The best thing you can do is go ahead and try to put that work order in for his slander and defamation of character. Go to YouTube or go to Google, get his page shut down. That's the best he can do. He should have handled that shit years ago. But this is a new case for her. This is a whole brand new, this is fresh still, because she's still talking shit. This other thing with Lennon, nah, he had ample time. And I understand not saying anything. I understand that. I understand ignoring the ops. But you do something. Okay, if I can't get to you, I'm gonna get to the ones that you love. How ignorant is that shit? How fucking ignorant is that shit? Did you see the one with Dieter? Did you see the one with Dieterell, Trish, where he interviewed Umar's where Dieterell interviewed Umar's father? That's too close for comfort. Yeah. That's mere proof that he's stupid. Oh, you didn't? Well, basically the story is Jamal gets picked on by Lennon Honor a lot. Even when he told him stop calling out my name, stop calling out people, it's affecting me, it's affecting my wife, it's affecting my family. My family has to hear all this. He does not care. He does not care. Call Jamal a bitch and this and that and this and the third, acting like he's a tough guy. And dude, Jamal's ex-military. What do you just because your father's a pyro? What does that mean? But your father's a pyro or something, a blood. Like what does that mean? Means nothing. I'm not the one, Umar. I'm not the one, Umar. You get got quick. You move straight up from Niggerville to a white town. Get out of here. I hate the black community because they don't know how to respect people. But I'm an Hebrew Israelite. Black people, they don't know how to respect people. They turn their radio up too loud. I had a crackhead throw crack pipes in my yard. So that's why you wanted to move? Nah, you wanted to move because you were too lazy to find a job. And then you ended up going on GoFundMe and begging. You went on GoFundMe and started begging. So who's the scammer? Who's the scammer? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Who's the fucking scammer? I gotta play. Hold on. Oh man, I should have. You know what? This is my part two. An eye for an eye. Fuck it. I mean, you might have these people on the internet fooled because they haven't even put in a dime, but yet all's gonna come to the light, my dudes. All's gonna come to the light because all he has is the floors and the certificate of occupancy. What's that? That is it. That is fucking it. Let me see if I can find this card. But you reviewed it already. You had reviewed it already. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. People, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And please, if you have it, and if you don't, that's cool. Please, pretty please with sugar. Oh, here it goes. Pretty please with sugar on top. And the whole Anissa, and people need to stop asking me about Anissa. I'm not going to do anything about it. I heard everything Anissa had to say. And she's not against her father, even though she said that egregious shit about her father. She did say some good things about her dad. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not interviewing her. I'm not going to say shit about her or what she is doing ever. So don't ask me no more. My bad. We ain't going.
I got money in order to do that, darling. I clear what I clear. And you talking about who?
May this woman rest in peace.
The money you, honey, please, it won't even, it ain't even a third of my income. So you need to check yourself. This is crazy, man. I ain't been made no video about this nigga in a long ass time. Then he gonna lie and get. It's fucking crazy. I'm so sick of this shit. And I wish he would have went live tonight. And he be seeing my comments. He knows damn well he fucking lying. Yeah, next time y'all in his damn chat, you sit there and you ask him, oh, how did she go after your mother? He can't fucking say because I haven't. I don't even know the lady name. Yeah, one of your members sent me the damn video. I ain't gonna say who sent it, but one of them sent me the video, and I'm glad they did. Don't be I mean, I've owned up to what I did. Yes, I said shit about chickens. Yes, I sent you an email and apologized. You don't want to accept the apology? I'm sorry. There ain't shit else I could do. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. But you sitting there begging online, you're begging for people to move, you beg for people with that cancer scare about your son when you pocketed the money because freaking Medicaid paid for all of his damn, and you get the money. So once it was what, 10 to 12 grand to move, then you got the 8 to 10 grand about the medical bills. Yeah, you showed us freaking whiteboard about what the. So you are a beggar, just like Umar Johnson. And before you got this little job in Jordan, Utah, your ass didn't work for 2 decades in California. So how did you live? No, your wife was on fucking Section 8. That's why you're not legally married. And then y'all split the fucking kids to get double fucking tax refunds. I know this ain't my first rodeo. I know what the fuck you did.
So, like I said, who's a scammer, me or you? You know, Mom. You know, a person told me there were wise men and there are old fools. There are wise men and there are old fools. Which one are you? Oh gosh. She couldn't even eat. She couldn't eat to live, but she's qualified to talk about someone. Tell her she's no longer living. She's no longer living. She can't support anybody anymore because she's dead. She's been dead for years, man. But when you look up the word obsess, that's where you're gonna find it. And you look up the word obsess, there's many people who done many videos, including a friend of mine, T. Pre, who has done videos on Land and Honor. Just that much upset. Of course, she is not an Umar Johnson fan, her damn self, but I know a person who is sincere enough to say, okay, enough is enough. Okay, I can make this many videos on Umar and be done with it. I can make this many videos on Umar for or against and be done with the shit. But at any rate, I said what I needed to say. Ma'am, you a whole clown. And I hope Jaguar Wright responds to you because you said some shit that you shouldn't be saying. I basically would tell you, this is my advice to you. Shut the fuck up. But this is my advice to you. Let it be. Let it be before you make it even worse. Let it be before you make it even worse, because you're just repeating yourself at this point. Unless he has raped you, which that's not the case because both of you are consented adults and you volunteered to suck on his shango stick. You're known for that. You are. And you are also known for setting up an event which was successful, by the way. There have been plenty of events, and I've been to plenty of his events that were successful. There were many venues. I've bought books. I bought African chains. I've bought all types of things. I've bought shirts. I've bought t-shirts. I've bought hats. When you go to Umar's events, that's all you get. Sometimes you get food. Sometimes you get food. And you see nothing but the Black Panthers there. You see Black Panthers. You might see a Hebrew Israelite or two there. You might see Morris Science Temple, I think it's number 7. You see Muslims there. You will see people there that you have never seen before. And he has hosted many of it. Trust me, trust and believe. And I interviewed this guy twice. I hate saying it. Not penny flowers, but I interviewed this guy twice. And I know that he means well. He does. Of course she did something. Yeah. But neither doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We gonna see by the end of this week what's what. We're gonna see by the end of this week what's what. But yeah, appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Like I said, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is We-On-Loc Nation. I'm going to bed. Peace.
No.